On today's show, we have the Inky Falcon 3-axis powered gimbal stabilizer for the GoPro 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Don't those already have in-body stabilization, you ask? Well, yes they do, but the Inky Falcon takes this to a whole nother level. If you've struggled to capture buttery smooth B-roll by hand, especially in your action shots, the Inky can help. For over a decade, GoPro has been synonymous with action and adventure photography. They continue to dominate the market that they created and innovate with more features like touchscreens and in-camera stabilization. There is only so much you can do though with in-camera stabilization inside such a small device. Knowing this, the Inky company has come up with an affordable and feature-packed 3-axis gimbal. I'll admit I was a little bit skeptical at first. How was an external stabilizer going to compete with the GoPro's already excellent stabilization at a few ounces compared to that of my 10-pound multi-gyro all-metal Ronin S professional gimbal and heavy 4K camera at over 6 times the price fully loaded? Well, in fact, very well. First, let's talk about what it is, and then I'll cover why it's so game-changing, and I'll show you some of the difference in footage I was able to capture with it. The Inky Falcon isolates your hand movements and motions from the GoPro itself. With a convenient handle and standard 1/4-20 threaded 3-legged tripod base, it makes the GoPro much more usable than you get out of the box. With a convenient stand, you can set it up as a second camera angle, use it for vlogging on the road, and even take control with your smartphone and film subjects remotely. As a tech YouTuber, you wouldn't think I would need an action camera at all, but I've got 3 of them. I've been using the GoPro exclusively for my high-resolution, high-frame-rate B-roll shots, and a gimbal is a must. If this is your first time here, welcome. I'm John the Net Guy. I do PC build, tech tips, and review videos for everybody regardless of your skill level. If you're a returning sub, welcome back. Beyond that, it has special features like a 360-degree flashlight mode, which can help you get new angles and shots that you wouldn't be able to capture otherwise. I've been using it with my GoPro instead of my complex DSLR and gimbal setup to capture new angles and motion that I would have never thought possible before. If you're a fan of the GoPro, then you know how nice Hyper Smooth already is. But it has its limits and you're still going to need a grip of some sort to take low angle shots. This is where the Inky Falcon 3-axle stabilizer comes in. It's a true gimbal as it features a joystick for manual control, a trigger for quickly locking onto subjects, and a triple click gets you into selfie mode. They've even figured out how to make it interface directly with the GoPro as a remote control. So you can start and stop video, time lapses, and take photos with the side controls. Inside the sturdy box, you'll find the stabilizer head, the rechargeable control body and handle, and the tripod base, very well packaged. Additionally, it charges with standard USB-C, which is nice so I'm not carrying other proprietary cables around. And it charges rather quickly, so you won't be left waiting for your gimbal, or like the other way around. When you unbox it and download the app, I'd recommend updating the firmware so you get the newest features and updates. Unlike more expensive gimbals, it updates the firmware over Bluetooth, so there's no need to have a PC ever or fiddle with any cords. I really wish the included instructions were more detailed. However, a full user manual is included on their website and goes into more details of the features and functions of each of the many buttons and modes. Plan to take at least an hour to practice and learn it all. This thing does a ton, more than you'd ever expect. I'm going to quickly demonstrate the 7 different modes that the gimbal has. First, you can, in pan follow mode, use the joystick to locate your subject, and then twisting the gimbal left and right means it will follow the subject. In the second mode, pan tilt following mode, you can tilt left and right and up and down, but side-to-side motion is isolated. In full following FPV mode, the gimbal follows in every direction but still smooths out your footage. If you triple tap the joystick button, it will turn the gimbal around. When you double tap the joystick, it will reset. This also recenters the gimbal whenever you need. When you double tap the mode button, it switches into vertical or portrait filming mode. And if you double tap again, you can get into the flashlight mode. To get started, balancing the gimbal is very easy and they include all the necessary tools. whether or not you're using it with a case or not. Once balanced, the gimbal motion and motors are smooth and completely silent. This is great if you're planning to record your audio from the GoPro's included microphones or a media mod. The included app works well, though it's a little more on the sparse side from what I've seen in other solutions at this price point. Hopefully this is one area where they can improve over time. Side by side, the Inky Falcon shows while the GoPro has good stabilization built in, it can be made better. Chasing one of my kids around on her hoverboard showed how the low angles available from the Inky Falcon can help you create dynamic new footage angles and spice up your video compared to the GoPro's static handle. If you have a cheaper GoPro variant like the Hero 7 Silver or White models, the difference of a physical gimbal over its version of HyperSmooth is even more dramatic. So far, I've been very happy with the Falcon, and I plan to use it a lot more in the future in my video filming. If you're interested in picking up one of these, consider using the link in the video description. It helps support this channel financially and doesn't cost you any more. This has been John the Net Guy. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in a future video.